Would you get any work?
No, I don't think you need to enhance yourself unnaturally. I think there are ways that you can make yourself a lot more attractive naturally, but I don't think that it's necessary to unnaturally. I think that kind of reflects like how you view yourself.
I would get Botox.
I was like, I love how she stared at me the whole time. No, I'm sorry. No. She's just like,
girl, get all the Botox. All the Botox.
Yeah, Botox is apparently painless. That's what my lip filler lady told me. She tried to get me to get
all the Botox.
Oh, we got a chat.
Modest Hikima donated $200. It is interesting to find out everyone is plastic. Oh wait, ballerina isn't. Easy, almost like it was very obvious you are plastic. SMH Brixon. Hi. Question for the panel: what is a woman?
Okay, we'll get there in a sec.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, fuck it. We'll go around the table really quick on that. Actually, I do want to linger a little bit on the plastic surgery. What do you prefer, like in a girl, do you have a type when it comes to that? Do you prefer no plastic surgery? Do you prefer natural? Because for me personally, I'm a natural body supremacist. Yeah. Obviously, grooming and taking good care of yourself is important, but I certainly prefer... did you just do an eye roll?
What?
Oh, I thought you did an eye roll.
Sorry.
No.
Why did you say no
totally
Botox then? That's
Wait,
grooming.
what?
You said no Botox. That's grooming.
Botox is grooming?
Botox is... I feel like Botox is grooming. Yes, you're keeping up with beauty.
I'm
a Botox
it's not
fan.
plastic surgery for sure, but it's not grooming either.
It's cosmetic.
It's enhancement.
It's something that's
Botox
like
is very
injected into you that I'm just...
It's also preventative too.
It is. And it helps with headaches.
What?
So if your face, like if you're younger and you get Botox, your face literally can't move, so it can't create wrinkles.
Yeah. So you're youthful for a long time.
I think I'd rather a girl that smiles and laughs.
Yeah.
No, I
think people go way overboard.
I have 55
I've
units.
seen some Botox laughs that don't look right to me.
That's a bad injector.
Botox laughs.
That's a bad
Wait,
injector.
Can you scoot your mic? Like that way. There you go.
That's a bad injector. If you get headaches and you do it up here, works wonders.
If there's a medically indicated reason for, then I think I'm fine with it. But if it's for purely cosmetic reasons, then I object. In fact, if I was dictator, I would just ban plastic surgery entirely. I'm sorry, Corey. I'm sorry, Corey. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Brian.
I would.
But you can get work done outside of the country too, you know. So
I would make it.
Turkey is great.
But see, here's the thing with the U.S. I think we have. I don't know. There's a legal term. It's like extrajudicial.
Extradition.
But like if you're an American citizen and you go commit a crime in another country, you can get prosecuted in the U.S. So if I was dictator, I'm sorry, Corey, you come back, some giant fake titties, felony, straight to jail,
Two
straight
felonies.
to jail.
You'll never know, Brian.
2 felonies. There you go. But what are your thoughts?
Definitely natural. And no disrespect to anyone. You all look lovely.
Yeah, no disrespect, but I do want it to be illegal.
Everyone has their own preference.
And I think that like one of the things I was trying to get at with Adam that I don't think he wanted to go there is that, you know, sometimes when you have money, it makes things worse. Like, for example, I remember one situation with my lady. I needed her to do something for me, and she was like complaining about like moving the cars out because she wanted to drive a specific car. And it just like kind of saddened me, like, wow, like instead of just taking the most convenient car, like you're concerned about how you're gonna look while you're running a very simple errand, and you're complaining about having multiple cars. It just lets me know like we're poisoned from having money. And I say that to say, like, if you have money and you can get theoretically any surgery you want, it's going to be limitless because we're all going to age. So if you don't respect the fact that we are going to age, then you keep trying to correct it and you're going to become Cher or Michael Jackson. And I would just hate to see a woman, you know, keep going under the knife like that. And I know like maybe you're shaking your head, but you know, it's just like alcohol. Some people won't be destroyed by it, and then other people, it'll destroy everything that they have. And I think it's just better to stay away from it.
But isn't like beauty a woman's currency at the end of the day?
Not a great woman.
Natural beauty.
No. Yeah, natural beauty, number one. But number two, as I had said earlier, competence is critical. And your looks don't cook my meals. Your looks don't raise my kids. Your looks don't decide not to nag and argue when I've had a long day. And so those are the greater values that persist over time. Because the truth is, if your looks were the greatest currency, I'd just keep trading you in every 5 years. Because there's someone younger.
No. But you have multiple partners.
I don't have partners. That's an LGBTQ term. I have women, yes. And I've been with them for a significant amount of time.
Is one prettier than the other?
they're different. Like, for example, you like different things. Like, for example, she's Eastern European, she's a Hapa. These are two radically different things, and so you would never compare the two because they're unrelated.
Do you
Like
date?
you drink wine, right?
No, I don't drink.
Okay, I don't drink either. But I've been to many vineyards, and they'll say, hey, this is a dessert wine, this is this kind of wine, and they pair different with different foods. But you never compare them because they're not in the same category, right?
But they're still wine.
Correct. They're still wine, but one's a dessert wine, and one pairs better with salmon, and one pairs better with, you see, it's different. They're the same thing, but you wouldn't compare them. And a good woman is like wine in that she ages well. She gains value in time.
Okay.
Whereas a simple woman who has beauty, she loses value rapidly.
Is one older than the other that you're dating?
Yes.
Okay. By how much? By like
Probably 4 years.
4 years. Okay. And how old are they?
I'm not going to...
Oh, wait, he doesn't disclose. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, in as much as they're private individuals. Like, I'm in the public, but they're very private. Yes. Like, they would never come on camera.
No, yeah. We're not asking them to.
And so, I mean, on the plastic surgery thing, my view on this is that, for example, I would prefer a girl who is actually totally flat over having fake tits. I'd prefer a girl with a little belly than a lipo belly. I'd prefer a girl with a small upper lip than a fake lip filler. Okay. I'd prefer a girl with a small ass than a BBL, or I don't know what you called it, the injection.
Yeah.
I'd prefer, speaking of my nonprofit organization,
great, by the way. You would never be able to tell.
Big Labia Matter. Check it out, biglabiamatter.org.
We do need to dig into that shortly, though.
Definitely. I prefer a girl with a large labia than labiaplasty.
Yes.
10,000 labiaplasties a year.
That's evil.
Occur.
It's evil.
They're chopping off their lips, the pussy lips, and I'm the #1 trailblazer on this front. I am trying.
Yes.
I know you're laughing.
No, I think you're incredible.
No,
Wait,
no,
really?
For real, right?
Oh,
yes.
What? I'm with you.
Save the labia.
Save the labias.
Are you rocking?
What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait.
I don't think so.
You got.
Right.
Would you say you're above average, or where are you with this?
Is this a labia check?
I
the
feel,
labia
I feel
minora.
like it's like
Is it an Audi or an innie?
it's an Audi.
Thank
Pissed.
you.
Let's fucking go. Hold on. Let me drop a fucking.
I don't trust those indies. They look
Wait,
too
are you?
immature. They look too immature.
You also like Audis?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
It's
shit.
very, very adult.
Yeah,
The innies
I
look
like an
yeah,
Audi.
I'm not with
I like
those.
any late. Oh shit! Oh,
Got too excited.
I was very excited. That wasn't my hand, by the way. Just fuck.
Damn.
No girls here have labia.
Corey, she seems like
Corey?
an innie or a surgery. You seem
Wait,
like you're the
you can
innie
tell?
or
Can
you got the surgery. Yeah, I can
If you
tell.
look
That
at a
I
girl,
what?
you're like,
Yeah. I can sense certain things.
I wonder if
You're
girls-
either an innie or you got the surgery.
No, I have an Audi. I
Really?
never got
God
the
bless you.
surgery. Yeah.
God bless you.
Based.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wonder, can girls tell like by looking at a guy like he's got a big dick?
I
Can you
usually
tell?
can.
Like, have you ever like, you know?
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
I
I
always
used
know.
to think that you could tell if a guy had a big dick based on their hands, but
No.
it's
No.
not
Oh
true.
shit.
It's a
not.
you can tell
Fuck.
based on her.
I got these
like,
dainty
it's
man
big
hands.
hands, so like, oh,
Look
they
at these
must have a big
piano
dick.
hands. I'm
Not
fucked.
That's crazy.
Shit. Okay. Are we going around the table on the? No. Okay. Maybe this has been invasive. I feel like.
Same.
That was
Do you?
crazy. He said Audis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. That was crazy. Audis are the that's extra grip. This man knows nothing.
Oh my-
This man knows nothing.
We have a man of culture
Yeah.
in the house.
No,
Lips that grip.
That's extra
Lips
grip.
that
I'm not
grip.
getting it.
Lips that
Grip Master 3000.
Yeah.
Need
in a
that.
real way.
Need
Yes.
that.
Yes.
The only scenario where I might be willing to date a girl who does OF, I'll give her a pass if she's got like a giant Audi.
Yeah.
That's the only
And that's
scenario.
what's showing because it's extraordinary. No, really, it's remarkable. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. People don't know about that.
about the Audis.
You say if she had a giant one, then
Ba-
she's showing something new to the world.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
People need to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. People need to know.
That almost makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to
almost.
know. But yeah, I don't know. I think I do think it's unfortunate though because what I viewed as I know we're kind of having a joke here, but I do think
I'm
that
dead
there's
serious.
I'm serious about that
Yeah.
thing too. But when it comes to like the plastic surgery thing, I think our job as men is to be protectors, and that's not just like protecting you of actual physical threats, but threats of body and mind.
Yeah.
And I do think that there's an assault on women when it comes to, this sort of beauty standard that's being put out there, and that you can blame the Kardashians, you can blame, the cosmetic industry, which is a global, I think $500 billion global industry that has a very vested interest in making women feel insecure about their bodies. And so I think we as men, as protectors, basically need to, one, encourage women that they're beautiful as they are, without the need for these, frankly, very potentially dangerous, expensive, and unnecessary surgeries. I think, truthfully, all the women here, I think you would be just as or more beautiful without any. Those of you who have had any plastic surgery. I don't know, Corey, if you were just A cup, whatever. I think you'd hotter with the A cup, hotter with some A cup titties. I'm just gonna say,
because she's very slim and it fits her body, right? So
I haven't seen her.
A cup can work on you because you're slim and it fits your body. Earlier you had mentioned.
Yeah, but I don't want an A cup. I was an A cup before.
Yeah,
I'd be down for the A cup.
I mean, I'm half Chinese, so we're very tiny.
I don't know. I've seen some stacked
part,
Asian women just gonna sit there.
Large areola and all that. Yeah, it's crazy. I've seen it too. Yeah.
Good talk.
Saint, do you date ugly women?
That's
what I've been trying to say out. That's what I've been trying to blurt out.
That was out of pocket.
No, because we were talking about about a woman being,
being what?
We're talking about like being able to, take care of your children and being able to make you food is more important than looks.
So you said date. So like date. No, I wouldn't date an ugly woman. Would I stay with an ugly woman? No, I think ugly is a strong word. I like feminine
a woman that you
women.
don't find attractive.
No, I wouldn't. No.
So then, wouldn't you say that's probably more important than what you were saying?
No,
when you were talking about your Russian friend.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I was like, "Are you dumb?" But it's weird because she's not dumb. She's just ditzy. She's actually very smart, but she's ditzy as hell, and I just can't deal with it. I can't stand with it. It's like she's too easily distracted. And the funny thing is, I know other guys will be cool with it because she's so bad. She's not Russian, she's Romanian. Oh, gotcha. Russians are fine too, but gold diggers. Anyways, yeah, I try to.
Wait,
says the OnlyFans
Are you
girl.
Russian?
Yes, I'm Russian.
Shout out to Russia.
Da я говорю по-русски.
Niet. But yeah.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the more attractive, the better, but it's not a major value. Like, I think everyone at this table is attractive enough to marry, right?
Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like ugly is like on the inside, dog. The only thing that's like going with you when you're old. We're all going to age and be...
Have you seen Destiny? The gamer?
No.
Okay.
Blue hair?
Yeah. That ball's ugly. Like ugly is a real thing. It exists out there. It's just not very common.
But it's different.
Subjective.
It's subjective.
Okay,
and wore something nice. Like I don't think you'd say he's ugly.
We gotta be nice to
I was
Destiny,
just like curious because you said like looks aren't that important, but I mean obviously like you've only dated women that you've found attractive. To
that
say
I
that
find attractive.
Yeah.
Right?
So like to say like it's not that's not that important, when it comes to like, oh, how smart she is or, how competent she is.
It's not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant. And it is a thing that helps, but it's not the core thing. It's like the last thing. It's the reason we might start a conversation. You're attractive, but the reason I ask for your contact information is because you're interesting. Mm-hmm. Right? There are many women I've started talking to, and then during the course of the conversation, I was like, this is a super L. Like, in fact, I had an office in Erie, Pennsylvania, which I used to hate going there. It was very cold during the winter. And I met a woman. She was with her mom. She was so fine. I went to go talk to her while she was with her mom. Mm-hmm. And during the course of the conversation, I was like, oh, man, this is a party girl, which was like not what I was looking for. And then so I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And when I was leaving, she was like, oh, yeah, do you want to exchange contact info? And I was like, I said yes because I didn't want to be rude in front of her mom. But really, the answer was like, no.
Gotcha.
Okay.